Hi guys, welcome to my page. Today we are going to talk about 5 things a woman shouldn't tell a man upfront. Like, these are the 5 things you shouldn't tell a man upfront until you get to know the man, or also vice versa. But basically my video is always for women, so this is what you shouldn't tell a man upfront, so you will not scare him away with your story. Okay, yeah, so let's dive in. Number 1 thing you shouldn't tell a man up front if you are getting to meet him is telling him about your trauma. Some information are really overwhelming for someone that is not a professional. Like, for example, for me, it's advisable to take your trauma to a therapist or a professional that will help you for you to heal from that trauma and walk you through those trauma. Then you heal from it, than taking it to a guy that you don't even know. You don't know this guy, you're just getting to meet him and you're just getting to know him. So there are things that should be like private to you that you don't share immediately, because it might not work. So if the relationship did not work, some people are mean people. They might use what you told them against you, especially if you end up seeing things you don't like about him and you want to move on. So that's why you should not really open your mouth wide and start telling a guy that you're just meeting personal things like trauma. And some guys also, is overwhelming for them, because there are some guys that when they process it, it's too much information for them. It will make them run. So why do yourself a disservice by giving information that that person have not deserved? People have to deserve your trust for you to be able to trust them and tell them things about you. This guy, you are just meeting him, you don't even know anything about him, and you are telling him everything about you. So especially things like trauma is something that should be private. So yeah, in my own opinion, that is the number 1 thing you shouldn't share with someone you just met. You have to keep it to yourself until you get to know the person, even after marriage itself, before you can start opening up to tell things like that, because it's a sensitive topic. Okay, I dwell more on that because it's really a sensitive topic. That's why I dwell more on that. But let's move on. Number 2 things you shouldn't tell a guy up front. Number 2 is how many men you have slept with. It is abnormal to even ask a woman that kind of question, but it is what it is. Just know that any man that is asking you that information is asking you so that he will use it to judge you later. So you have to be wise. It's none of the man's business to know how many guys you have slept with, because men also will not tell you how many women they have slept with. So why should you be the one telling them how many men you have slept with? So it's none of their business. That is just the truth. And it's something that you shouldn't even share with anyone, because anything that you did in private should stay private. I don't believe in sharing everything with people, because you never know the intention of people, especially people that are asking you intimate information. You never know their intention, and all the time, 99.9 times, their intention is always evil. So there are things you should go to grave with. It's not everything you will tell people. There are things that it should be you and you alone know it. So yeah, and how many men you slept with is one of them. Shouldn't be anyone's business but yours. So in my opinion, if you ask me such question, I will tell you it's none of your business, and that's it. So don't tell men how many men you sleep with. It's none of their business too. So let's move on. 5 things a man shouldn't, or a woman shouldn't tell a man up front. Number 3 is your complete vision of what you want in a man. Let a man show you who they are. Telling a man what you want, a user will pretend to be that thing you want. A user will pretend to the end to bring that thing you want, because you have given him information to use you. So when a man asks you what you want in a man, don't tell him that you are just trying to get to know him. So you will see through his action if he is what you want. So don't give people information that they will use against you. It's called, if you do that, you are sabotaging yourself by yourself. So you shouldn't do that to yourself. No matter how open you are, let there always be a reserve. Be like onions that has layer and layer and layer. Even when you act like open book, don't be an open book. So yeah, let's move on. The fourth things a woman shouldn't tell a man up front. The fourth one is, don't tell a man about your last relationship, what happened exactly. Don't do that. Don't tell a man about how men have been mistreating you. If you have been experiencing that, don't tell him that. It's none of his business. If he asks what happened in your last relationships, just answer it didn't work out. Everybody parted their own ways. Don't give sub story. Nobody is willing, nobody is pitying you. Nobody is pitying you. So telling sub story does not make people to feel sorry for you and treat you nicely. Rather, the men, the way their psychology is, they will even think, if the last person did not treat you right, why should I be the one to treat you right? So let him see you like someone that's always received the best treatment from men. He will also automatically want to treat you right, because in his head, that is the only experience you have been having. So he will want to even do more than the last person by treating you even better. So nobody wants to hear sub stories. Keep the sub story to yourself. So let's move on. The fifth thing a woman should not tell a man that she's just meeting. The fifth one is, don't tell a man about your family. Your family issues should be a secret between you and your family. It's not something you will start telling a new partner that you just met. If your mother is a drunkard, you start telling him, you don't know my mother, she's a drunkard. Hey. Next time, if you have misunderstanding with him, he will start to insult you. That's why you behave like this, because your mother is a drunkard. So it's now you that cause your own problem, because if you haven't told him that, he will not have any reason to insult you with that. So don't give people information for them to use against you. Always keep your mouth shut and mind what you say around people, especially people that you are just meeting. Be careful, because a lot of people, they are coming into your life to see what they can get from you. If they cannot get anything, then they will use information they know about you against you. So be careful. Try to have healthy suspects around everyone around you. Just be careful. Don't just keep yourself for people to exploit or use you. Just be careful around people. And yeah, that's what I have for you guys. Five things women shouldn't tell men up front. If you like topics like this, share this video. Follow me if you haven't followed me, and like this video if you are already a follower. Until we meet again on my next topic, bye for now.